Reyes, what you doing?
The moment the doctors looked at me that day and uttered those heartbreaking words, my heart shattered. You will never be able to have children. Hearing that, the thought of never hearing a baby's voice in my home tore my heart apart. I lived with this enormous void for many years. My husband and I reached the point of separation, but I didn't yet know what surprise life had in store for me. My dog Race became the most profound gift in my life. I didn't give birth to him, but deep in my soul, I always nursed him. He is my 115-pound giant baby. Some thought I was crazy, but I wasn't crazy, I was happy. Even my husband calls our Rottweiler our emotional support animal. But I think he's wrong, because he's so much more than that. Race senses the slightest disturbance in the house, those silent sobs that knot in my throat within seconds. We no longer pay a fortune to psychologists, because Race does what modern medicine cannot and heals my soul. My husband and I often think he was a human in a past life. We talk about how he may have been reincarnated to find us somewhere. It may sound like a joke, but when you look into his deep, meaningful eyes, you realize it's not a fantasy. He doesn't just look at us like a dog. He acts like a very old and loyal friend who knows us with our darkest traits. He instantly picks up on the slightest tremor in our voice, those silent moments when we need help, and appears by our side. Race weighs exactly 115 pounds. With his enormous head and bear-like body, he intimidates people when they see him from the outside. People change their route when they see us on the street. They ask, "Why did you choose this breed?" I don't even answer them, because they only see the label. I, however, see the soft wrinkles on Race's forehead that create a new expression every moment, and his slightly crooked nose, tilted to the right, that is uniquely his. Most people might see that nose as a flaw, but for me, that is exactly what makes him real and unique. If there were a miracle and I could fix that nose, I would never allow it, because there is no such thing as absolute perfection in this world. Even humans have flaws in their appearance. Race, with his little flaws and his massive body, is exactly as he should be, a flawless Rottweiler. People love to label breeds. To them, this dog is just a risk. But Race is not a dog you can just toss aside and forget. He is a giant bundle of love that needs warmth and intense attention. I don't call him when I'm sad, because he immediately comes to me, quietly nestles beside me with his huge shadow, and rests his head on my lap. At that moment, I feel all the weight on my shoulders fly away. I wouldn't change a thing about him. Not his stern gaze, not his crooked nose, nor his massive build. And I always say, if Race isn't going to be in heaven, to be honest, I don't want to be there either, because my heaven already began in Race's deep eyes. So, do you think an animal can truly feel that deepest void inside a person? Please, send this story to those special friends of yours who know that animals are not just animals. Do you have a child?